Hey, it's Matt Webley here. Hope you're doing all right. So, I know it's been a while since we did a video, but I can only apologise and say something exciting's coming. So, I've been deep diving on AI for the last couple of years, say. But like this year, I have changed tacks massively from building out software as a service, still playing at that. It's still a skill in the repertoire, but something more exciting has come. So basically, there's a lot of people that think AI is just ChatGPT, and they know it lies, they know it hallucinates, they know it's not very good at this and not very good at that, and they've written AI off. And then there's another growing number of people, still a tiny percentage of people that realize the power of AI, especially if you're a business owner, especially if you are trying to build a business, have a business, or you're interested in growing income streams. It's never been easier or better because of AI, because now it's not a chatbot. Now it can click the browser, it can open websites, it can send emails, it can check your emails, it can scrape leads off of Google, it can do everything you could do basically, and you can train teams of agents to do it. So that's what I've been deep diving in. So I know that the last video or two, I talked about we were going to be deep diving into the SaaS stuff. And actually, it's like, as much as the SaaS space is still exciting to me, it feels like, let's say there's 5 new things that have come around, like, and that's like the AI skill set repertoire. The SaaS building is like one of them, but there's like 4 more emerged. And a lot of it is just using AI in businesses, like to do stuff that you couldn't do before as a single person founder, a solopreneur. So I've always said, right, the thing that everybody wants, especially side hustlers, business owners, marketers, whatever, they want to press a button and it put money in their bank account. That's what they want. And I've always said the best offer is that, because that's what actually people want, which is why they're attracted to like trading offers, because they think, what, so I can just buy and sell when that thing does this, and it will tell me when to buy and sell, and I'll make money. That's it. If you could sell somebody a big red button, and that big red button just put money in their bank account, that is what people want. That's what most people want. Business opportunity seekers, side hustlers, online income generators, they just want a button. You don't really want to do sales calls. You don't really want to slog your heart out doing X, Y, or Z. You actually just want a big red button you can press to make money. And it's been like that for over 25 years that I've been selling online. Any offer that gets closer to a big red button is always the offer that's taken the best. So drop shipping, for example, I don't even have to buy products. I can use this software to get products from this store, list them on this store, and I make money by being the middleman. It's like the closest thing to a big red button. Now, the reality is when you do drop shipping, it's not like that at all. It's not as easy as it sounds. But the closer you get to that big red button, the more popular it is, the more people want it, the more they can see it working for them. And I can tell you right now, that big red button has basically been invented. Now, it's not quite a big red button. You still need to know how to use it, how to set it up, how to work it, but essentially it's AI agents. So a better way to think about AI agents, if you don't know what an AI agent is, AI employee. But here's the thing, right? You can spin up teams of AI employees now for relatively low cost. So for example, you could have a 5-person team building you a business 24/7 that you talk to on your phone or on your computer, and it's working 24/7. 5 team members trained better than anyone you can hire, and you could pay them as little as like $20, $30, $50 a month to have a 5-person team working on your whatever it is, your business. And they're trained well. They do self-training, self-learning. They get better over time, and they don't get tired, they don't moan, they don't need a holiday, they don't need training. I mean, they need initial training, but then usually they're pretty good and they stay good. And it's like, it's a one-time thing, and then you pay in $20, $30, $40, $50 a month for all of them, not each, for all of them. Because you maybe $20, $30. And 20 of that dollars is probably something you've already got already anyway. So like if you're using ChatGPT and paying a $20 pro plan, or you've got Claude and you're on the, what is that called the Pro plan? I might have got them mixed up, but there's a $20 Claude plan, a $20 ChatGPT plan. You might be on one of those already. So when I talk about the $20, $30, $40, $50 to run this 5-person team, and it doesn't have to be 5 people, it could be 10, right? But these AI employees run off Claude, or they run off Codex, which is GPT 5.5 or whatever. So you've probably already paying for a subscription if you've got like an LLM, like an AI chat thing. You're probably already paying for the subscription. So actually, the AI agentic harness that you have to put that LLM into, there's a couple of main ones, OpenClaw and Hermes Agent. They're free. They're open source, so they're free. So you can literally plug the LLM in that you're already paying for into a free piece of software that sits either on your computer, or it can sit, my preference is sitting on a virtual private server, a VPS. They're about $9 a month. And that's it. That's what it will cost you to have an AI agent team. Now, if it was as easy as just that would be that big red button that I talked about. It would be, well, there you go. You just press that button and you make money. It's not quite as easy, because your question is, what do you do with this AI team? And really, the answer is whatever you could do before, or whatever you couldn't do before because you didn't have the time, the expertise, the tenacity, the money, whatever it was that was stopping you building a business before, you couldn't afford. Realistically, most normal people, and most people watching this are going to be normal, everyday people. They're not going to have 100-person teams or 1,000-person teams. Most people watching this can't afford to hire people. I get that. Most people can't afford to hire people, right? So you end up, if you go into business, if you're nutty enough to start a business yourself, you end up having to put all the different hats on. You end up having to be your own bookkeeper, your own admin assistant, your own customer service, your own marketer, your own sales guy, your own copywriter. You have to be everything yourself because you don't have the money to hire people, right? Or pay subcontractors or whatever, at least at first when you're starting out. So most solopreneurs are solopreneurs. They're doing everything themselves. But imagine if you have that red button and you could apply it to any business model. That's where we're at with AI. That's where we're at right now with AI. It's like having a big red button, but you've still got to train the agents and tell them what you want them to do. Because they're not genius level CEOs yet, but they are better copywriters than you could be. They're more efficient at admin and inbox clearing than you could be. They write better English than you could. Like, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying they're better than you. I'm saying that for you to wear all those hats, they're going to be better at those things. So those tasks in a business that you would have to do as a solopreneur, they're individually going to be better at those things than you are. But when you can spin them up for $20, $30, $50 a month, $200 a month if you're absolutely blazing through them, and that's just like having, say, a Codex Max plan or a Claude Max plan, whatever those higher tier ones are, the 20 times usage ones. That's essentially, I mean, that's what I've got. But that's if you're blazing them. If you're like spinning up an agent team of like 10, 15, 20, and you want them all doing different stuff all of the time. You've got cron jobs running, which is just like timers that make them do something at a certain time, or poll crons or webhooks. If you've set up this automated team to work 24/7 when you're not looking, maybe it costs you more than $20 a month, but it might only be $200 a month to have a 10-person team working 24/7 for you. So it's as close to the red button as you're going to get. You just need to decide what business model that you're going to turn these AI agent teams on. So you've got to figure out how to build it properly. So, and that's not as straightforward as it sounds, but it's also not massively complicated, because there is a way you can use the AI to do that bit. So you use the AI to do the hard bit, and then essentially you just got to point them at whatever you want to point them at. So if you want to build a faceless YouTube channel business, you could do that. You want to get them doing cold outreach, like cold emails or whatever, or cold DMs, to like B2B small businesses and sell them something, like website design or whatever, and then get another agent doing the website design, whatever. But you can decide what business you want to move into, and it's just about putting the agents in place or the AI employees in place, training them once, and then just getting them running into it, and then it's just steering them, guiding them, just nudging them in the right direction so the results get better over time. But they can even self-iterate, so they can analyze the results of what they're doing and head towards certain KPIs and do all different tests and stuff. So like, I don't think most people realize that like AI is not just a chatbot anymore, and it's got really exciting. So anyway, I've gone off piste with this stuff and gone deep diving into it for the last few months, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about bringing it to you. So I've gone quiet on the SaaS stuff. I've gone quiet on this channel. I've just ordered a desk and a chair. So I'm actually going to have a setup. It's not going to be me holding my phone on my balcony anymore. It's going to be me sat at a desk, actually able to do proper videos for YouTube. So I am coming back, but we are semi-parking that AI SaaS stuff for a bit, because this spinning up an AI employee team is a game changer. It's that big red button that you've always been looking for, that everybody has been looking for the last 25 years. Everybody wants this big red button that just makes some money, and it's the closest thing you'll ever get to it. Spin up an AI team, decide on what business model that you want to throw them at, and then you point them in that direction, and they self-learn, and they do everything. They do everything. So super exciting. You probably don't know it exists, and if you do know, maybe you're having a dabble at it, but you're only tickling around the edges of it. I've got a free training coming up. I'm gonna be, I think, opening it's going to be a limited spaces, because it's going to be on a webinar platform. So I've only got limited seats but it's free. It's 100% free. You can come along. I'll show you exactly how this works. I'll show you some of what it can do. I will blow your mind. If you still think AI is talking to ChatGPT and it telling you a load of lies, then honestly, things have come so far. And I'm going to be really excited to show it you, but it's coming soon. So the training registration opens on Wednesday, I think it is. And then I think I'm going to do the training on the 1st of July, if I remember right. That's when it's going to be. But it's limited seats, 100% free. So I will make a video and I will let you know about it. If you want me to make sure that you get notified for sure when it goes live, just comment down below and just say, Matt, I'm ready. Just put Matt, I'm ready down below, and when I've got the training link, I'll make sure to save you a seat. How's that sound? So if you comment below this video, I will save you a seat. So I'll close it off to new registrations when I know I've got enough left for you guys. So comment down below, Matt, I'm ready, and I will save you a seat on this thing. You have to see this. It will blow your mind. I promise you, it'll blow your mind. You've got to see it. And it's a free training coming very, very, very soon. So that's it. That's all I'll say. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. Give me a like and all that stuff as well. I always appreciate it. And I look forward to when I've got my desk and my chair and a tripod and a light. I look forward to speaking to you a lot more often very, very soon. But look out for that free training. And yeah, it's really exciting. Cutting edge. Really exciting stuff. I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.